Whoops. I'm 2 minutes early. I don't know what to do with myself. Hi. I'm early. I don't know what to do with myself. It's weird. I'm never early. I'm in the pedicure chair again today. Hi. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Hello. Hello. So I'm just letting everybody come in before I do my little intro thing. Oh, see, we have a troll already? So not okay. Go away. Go away, troll. So, good evening. Oh, somebody to block already. So not fun. Okay. If your name is going to say unknown with a whole bunch of numbers after it in your name, I'm pretty sure you're going to get blocked. So, hello everybody. Is it officially 2 o'clock yet? No, not quite. I have to wait a minute to start. So, I'm sure we'll get a few more people filtering on in here shortly. You guys excited for the past the scope train in an hour? Choo choo. Yeah, it's 5 there, huh? It's 2 here. And it's actually like great weather here today, Mare. It's about 75 outside, so in the Pacific Northwest for April 8th. That is pretty darn warm. So, hence I have the rocking the shades. I was going to go sit outside, but you never know. I get kind of loud when I talk, as pointed out by my hubby. 6:30. No, I think it starts at 6 Eastern for the scope train. Yeah, because that's when I'm supposed to start it. It's from 6 to 6:30 to 7, depending on how long it goes. Anywho, well, it's 2 o'clock now. So, oh, that's the time there. Where in the world are you? That's weird. That's crazy. So, well, it is Newfoundland. That makes more sense. All right. Well, it is Friday, April 8th. Woot, woot. And it's Nails Over Coffee, and I'm Michelle Cordes Pugh. And today I'm using my new Disney Cold Cup for iced coffee. So I'm rocking a iced vanilla latte here. Hello, over in the UK. It's not a mug, I know. This just came from Disneyland though, and it's so warm I wanted cold coffee. So it's still Disney, and it's still coffee. Cut it out. You know what, you guys? I've used my Mad Tea Party Disney cup, cold cup before. You guys cut it out. And sometimes I've even used my Disney travel mugs. So I wanted iced coffee today. It's hot and I'm thirsty. So, coffee is supposed to be hot. Well, and most of the time I would agree with you, Mare, but I have to say that ever since, I mean, being in the Northwest where there's coffee bars and coffee like on every corner, and you drink enough of it, you kind of find some fun like ice drinks and everything you like too. So, you know, up here in the land of the home of Starbucks and, you know, so it's still Disney. It just came from Disneyland last week. So I used to feel the same way, Mare, but I got over it. And sometimes, frankly, I'm just thirsty, and so I want it to be cold. And God forbid I drink something that's not coffee. Cheers. So let's see. I saved a couple of things today, but for those of you who are my Facebook friend, might have caught my rant on Facebook last night. I think it drives my anxiety up, bottling things in. So I think henceforth, this has been bottling. Can you believe that? So I think henceforth, there will be less bottling. Which, oh, that's going to be really bad for some people to think that this has been censored, right? I found a video on a full set of S&S dipping powder nails with color and tips. I haven't watched the whole thing though, so I'm going to watch it first before I post it for you guys. this was really interesting. I thought this was an interesting post in the CNTC. My comment got a lot of likes, so I'll share it. Apparently, I struck a chord. So basically what Crystal Cromwell has discussed is that, so she has a dilemma. She does nails for another nail tech in her area, for a nail tech in her area. Technically, she does it illegally out of her home, not Crystal, the other tech. And so 3 weeks ago, she canceled her appointment with her, said, I'll just do them myself, did them herself. They were at a barbecue the next weekend, and at a mutual friend's house, and this other tech was talking all kinds of crap about her work. Yeah, I've seen this poor girl. And so she was talking crap about her, and she tried to stay civil, and then she thought it was done, but the girl kept messaging her and asking her for same-day appointments, and then was like, no, never mind, I'll just do it myself because you don't have anything available, like that kind of thing, and keeps going, and she's kind of like, I don't have any openings for her. I offered her what I had. That wouldn't work for her. I'm still pretty upset about the comments, like, what do I do? And amongst all of the comments, which ranged from F her, ignore her, you don't need to apologize for anything, just ignore her, the whole thing. My comment, which has gotten quite a few likes, this was in the CNTC. I don't know that I can post it because it's in a group. I will ask her if I can copy it and paste it. I don't like to do any of that without somebody's permission because it is in a closed group. So maybe I can put it out there without her name. But my response, which has gotten 24 likes now, yeah, CNTC, Canadian Nail Tech Connection. I said, that's a tough one. I think I would reply with, air quotes, quote, honestly, I heard what you said about my work, so I don't know why you'd want to come to me. That being said, I'm pretty booked, so if you'd like to be on my cancellation list, I can let you know when I have an opening. You can book ahead and I can let you know if I have something open up, but I generally don't have last minute openings. End quote. And then I'd leave it at that. Because most people who are like that sort of go away once you call them out. And I think as soon as she tells this other nail tech, hey, I heard you talking about me, and I'm not okay with it, so I don't know why you'd want me to do your nails, that usually kind of resolves itself. So that's just my little friendly thing for the day. Just that whole peace, love, and nails, man. Just be good to each other. And if you don't like somebody else's work, then don't go to them. Just keep your trap shut about it. That's my thing. Or as my rant suggested, keep your pie hole shut. So kill them with kindness, right? If you just say, right? If you just say, hey, I heard this, so I don't know why you'd want to come to me. That's honest. It's not mean. It's not rude. And they know exactly why. So I don't get why she's even asking to book after talking so much crap about her work. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know either. But you know what? I would expect better out of another technician, but we've all had clients like that who talk smack behind your back about how the nails aren't perfect, or you are too slow, or you're too fast, or you're whatever. And then some people can and are just a-holes, right? But some people talk crap, but they still know you're the best in the area. So they're not going to stop coming to you despite what their bitches are. So I call them nightmare clients, usually fully booked when they ask. Laugh out loud. You know what's funny about that is when I've had to do that in the past, it makes me feel bad because it makes me feel like some of my regular clients, I have a do not book list, right? Yeah, we had that at the spa I was at. Oh, other phone died. That's funny. is that I feel bad then when I am fully booked. So I have to tell one of my regulars that I adore that I'm fully booked, because then I feel like they think that I'm making an excuse to not get them in. So I try not to do that. I try to just say, hey, this is, what? Yeah, Mayor, I had a client like that, fired her when I found out. Small town, things get back to you. Well, that's a fact. The smaller the town, the quicker the grapevine. So, fire them, laugh out loud, right? But it is, you have those conversations with people where you're like, hey, you know what? You and me, your nails and me, like, we just don't jive. And I heard all that business and I'm not down with that. So, sorry. Of course, you say it with your own little flair. Not everybody sounds like me. So the other thing hi everyone, I made it today. Yes, you made it. Yay. So the other thing that I wanted to chat a bit about today. Hi there, everybody coming in. So the thing I wanted to chat a little bit with today, and I hope this gets shared a little bit, is things that even professional, Book Yourself Solid, that book talks about firing clients, right? Things that even nail techs who aren't non-standard salons, NSS, people who aren't doing damage to nails and they do keep their stuff clean and all the stuff that we know we're supposed to do, right? Little things that people don't think about that everybody who does nails, no matter what salon you're in, needs to think about. So the first one that came to my mind was when I thought about it today when I was folding salon towels, which is your lap towel. Do you use a lap towel? I use a lap towel. A lot of people I know use a lap towel. Does it ever touch anything other than your lap? Does it touch your table? Touch your client's hands? Touch anything? If it does, you need to change it in between every client. Well, paper towels would be the same thing because you would probably just change it in between every client, would be the point of the paper towels. But if you put something down on your lap or something down on your table, yeah, you have to change it every client. But you'd be amazed how many people don't think about that. They'll sit all day using the same towel and wiping the dust off their table and wiping the dust off their client's hands. I know years and years ago, I didn't think about it. I mean, 18, 19 years ago, I didn't think about it. I just had a towel on my lap and I sprayed off my table in between clients and I wiped it off and the towel went back on my lap. Like I didn't think anything of it like 20 years ago, right? But we know better now, right? But there's lots of people who don't. So if you are somebody who's watching this and you use a lap towel and you're not changing it in between every client and it touches anything other than your lap, that's yucky. So that. Making sure that you're cleaning out your UV or LED lamps often. I know that our clients' hands have been washed and sanitized and everything by the time they go into the light, but it looks really gross when they're all dusty and bumped with color and all those kind of things. I love telling my clients that I clean out my light every day, so I know I have a pretty good idea of what colors everybody wore that day, so I can see, end of every day, so I can see what colors were bumped. So if you tried to bump and tell me you didn't, I will later on know that you did. Yep, dust messes with the light's effectiveness. That's true. It messes with the light. It messes with the reflection inside whatever lamp it is that you're using. And wipe with wipes after every client anyway. Yeah, I mean, that you can totally do that. But, there's a lot of people who, again, they don't think about this stuff. They just get going from one client to the next. And they're doing all the other stuff good. They're just missing some of these things that are like little things. For example, does your client chair have a headrest? Cover my lamps when filing. Yes, we were taught to wipe with wipes after each client. Yay! Go UK. If your chair has a headrest, like your chair for your clients is tall enough that it has a headrest, do you wipe it down in between every client? Do you wipe the chair if it has arms on the side of the chair, do you wipe those down in between every client? Because if you're not, that can be kind of gross. Just something to think about. Hi. What else did I think about when I was thinking about this stuff the other day? Making sure wipe tables, chair, and arm pads. See, you guys rock, but not everybody does. So let's spread the word. Same thing with making sure, I mean, we all know the normal, you know, files are single use or cleaned and everything's disinfected and all that. Disinfection requires full immersion. So if you're using little, like a coffee cup to just stick your nippers in or your pusher, then that's not really doing anything. Or if you can't remember who was president last time you changed your disinfectant in there, you need to make sure that you're doing that, because whenever it's visibly cloudy, it needs to be changed or has debris. Other little things. Since we are dust factories, everything we do collects dust, and it doesn't matter if you have a vent or not, a table vent or an air purifier or source capture or whatever, it doesn't matter. We still create dust, even if it's just a little bit. So going through bottles of things that you don't use very often that sit like on the side of your table. So like, for example, say you have this Pedi Scrub. I have my rollabout right in front of me. And it has, and it doesn't get used very often. Well, disinfectants change every 14 days. Yeah, and it should be less if it becomes cloudy. Dusting, right? The state board will get you, at least in Washington they will. But making sure that the tops of these are dusted. Like, and I know that seems like a weird thing, but when somebody comes into your salon, if they can see dust sitting anywhere, Mayor, once a week I dust everything, right? Again, it's amazing how many people who don't move their table out of the way and sweep under their table, who sweep for weeks but don't actually mop, because we all know, again, that you know, sweep and mop every day, right? Yeah, we all know that that little fine layer of dust just gets everywhere. And so, yeah, you have to dust what's hanging on the walls. Any place, and during cold and flu season, we were just talking about this earlier with someone who's out sick. You know, make sure that you're taking whatever cleaner you use, disinfectant wipes, your table disinfectant, whatever, and wiping down doorknobs and, right? Okay, it was you I was talking to. Doorknobs and drawer pulls and all that kind of stuff. Things that people touch before we have a chance to sanitize them. Yeah, you know, when dusting and shaking your polishes at the same time, absolutely. I put mine in a cabinet now because I'm lazy and then they don't get dusty. Toilet handles, yes. So back to that thing. Okay, so now we're talking about in the bathroom. So if you have a bathroom in your salon that your clients use, how often are you going in there and making sure that Lysol's your best friend, and making sure that your counters are wiped up and there isn't anything that looks gross on the floor or any of that kind of stuff. All the things that we would expect if we went into like a restaurant, that we're not a restaurant, we're not serving food, but you know, all of those things. Like, look at, if you offer coffee and beverages to your clients, look at your coffee bar. Like, really look at it. Like, every day. Does it look gross? Does it need to be wiped down? If you didn't know whose coffee stuff that was, would you want coffee out of it? You know, that kind of stuff. I think these are little things that even good techs forget about, because if you're self-employed, women can be gross in the restroom. That's right, Mayor. You know, we get busy. We get going back to back to back with clients all day. You know, you have to make these things a part of your routine and a part of your habit. Yeah, all the little things add up. And before you know it, somebody walks into your salon midday during the week and you didn't mop last night because you needed to leave, and you didn't dust on the top of the cabinets that everybody can see, and somebody left a Keurig K-Cup sitting in the bathroom. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that whole hovering thing, use an ass casket for God's sake. On the seat. Oh, hire someone to clean. That's a fact. If you're fully booked, Tina was talking about this the other day on her Facebook, but she was talking about it in regards to business stuff, as far as like, having an attorney and an accountant and all those kind of things. If you're expecting to run a salon and be fully booked, expect that you're going to have to hire out some stuff, because it's not possible for you to be fully booked, clean an entire salon. Some of it's going to have to be delegated. That's true. I always dust at the end of the day. Cleaning in the morning puts me in a bad mood. Laugh out loud. True enough. True enough. Yeah, lots of people, though, like to do at the end of the day, you know? You guys are funny. Word. Laugh out loud. So yeah, you know, you're going to have to maybe hire a cleaning service to do the in-depth deep cleaning if you don't have time for it. Even if you just don't have time for it for the season. So maybe it's your kids' soccer season and you know that you're going to be running ragged with soccer practices and soccer games like the whole time. And you know that for the next like 4 months, your schedule's going to suck. Hire a cleaner for 4 months. Take it off your plate. You know, do the bare minimum to get by and have somebody else come in once a week and deep clean, you know, or you'll just have to do less nails, which, let's face it, if you knocked one client off every day, you know, that could be $125, $130 a week. A cleaner's cheaper. So, and then you don't have to hassle with it. So, you know, like I said, little things that I think we get busy and we don't think about. Like, are your clients walking around or trying to walk around on your floors in their bare feet? And then other clients are trying to walk around on your floors in their bare feet. Like, I'm not a neurotic foot shoe person, and I'll walk around barefoot on my own floor. And I'll even walk around barefoot on my salon floor. But I'm not walking around barefoot on anybody else's salon floor. Like, and my clients sure aren't all traipsing around barefoot in my salon. So either they have flip-flops with them or whatever. I know where my feet have been, right? Either their flip-flops are on them or some of the little disposable shoes, or they have toenail polish on that'll be dry by the time I let them out of the chair. It's Florida. We all live in flip-flops, right? Yeah, it definitely gets easier around here up in Washington during the summertime. My coffee's getting watered down. At least I don't have to worry about getting cold today. So that was just something I was thinking about today when I was putting my towels away, because, of course, back in the day, I only had 6 lap towels. They were old pedicure towels. Like, who cared? But now I've got like a gazillion lap towels. They are my trashed old pedicure towels, but it's a new one for every client, because otherwise that's gross. So yeah, that was what was on my mind today, because of course we're untrained and undereducated in our industry. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? I just can't be trusted to keep a pie hole shut. So let's see. Well, since it's Friday and we have a few minutes here, I know, right? I look like I'm homeless. We're all untrained, right? Yeah. I'm homeless today in my pedicure chair. I was going to broadcast from outside, but I was afraid I'd get too loud. So I'm close to the door. Yeah, no, I'm going hopefully later to, shut his pie hole. I look tanned. Yeah, we've had nice weather here for like the last week. And so, I'm one of those kind of people that even with sunscreen on, I tan. So, I wear SPF 15 tinted moisturizer on my face every day, but I still get tan. So that's just me. So did I miss the main of the show? You did. You'll have to watch it on replay. We were talking about things that even clean, good nail techs might not be thinking about in their salon. You're lucky I look at the sun and burn. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that. My daughter's kind of like that too. My dad and I aren't. And we have greasy skin too, which leads to the lack of wrinkles. Although I'm realizing that I'm getting wrinkles in on my forehead because I raise my eyebrows a lot. Ginger and burn like hell. Oh. But you have a soul. I thought gingers had no souls. That's what the TV tells me. Family in Vancouver said it's been high 20s. We just got 10 centimeters of snow on Saskatchewan. Ugh. Yuck. Yeah. Well, we're here, of course, because us Americans can't manage to convert to the metric system like everybody else in the world. So we are at about 75 degrees Fahrenheit here, and I don't know what that is Celsius, but whatever it is, it's pretty warm. Laugh out loud, some of us don't. Bah, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, we're nowhere close to snow. Although our big mountain out here is still covered in snow. One of these days I'll take you outside and you guys can see the mountain. Raining as usual in the UK. Yeah, I forget how much further north you guys are, and cold still. I forget how much farther north you guys are than we are. Like, we're like on the same latitude as the Champagne region in France. So you guys are actually quite a bit north of us. Yeah, cloudy in Wales. Yep. Chilly, gray at the moment. No fun. It's bright and sunny here. It's hot, actually. So yeah, I've got some videos that I'm going to check out, and I hopefully, after I'm done with the scope train today, hot as usual in Florida, of course, Mayor. After the scope train today, I'm hopefully going to be able to follow up on that salon space. If that doesn't work out, I actually found a couple more that might. So this is pretty exciting. Getting into a new space. Ooh, sun but -4. Blech. Yeah, love Florida. Just like in Miami, right? Yeah. Good luck with that -4 thing. Am I moving? Yeah, I'm trying to get out of my little private suite here and hopefully into a full service salon. Bright and sunny in Toronto, but about 15 degrees cooler than you. I'd like to be in a full service salon. Something that's not super fancy high end, but above average. But if I'd like to have a private room would be best. So I've got hopefully a really good option from one of my friends who is a salon owner that didn't have room for me previously, but now she might. And then I have a couple other places to look at if that doesn't work out. So just trying to get, I think I'm ready to get back into the full-time nails money. Let's face it, it's money. We would all love to be born wealthy with a trust fund. Woo, hope you get in there. Would love some salon space. Yeah, I don't think I want my own storefront space again. Because with everything else I have going on, that kind of maintenance is too much work, but I don't want to be an employee either because I need to be able to control my schedule. So that's why I'm hoping a private room. If this salon doesn't work out of my friends, there's a really nice salon in downtown Tacoma that has some space available. There might be something for me, and it's really pretty. It's like part of a spa, and you have like hotel amenities when you're there, even as a guest and stuff like that. So that might be worth it if this first choice doesn't pan out. Are you on at 3 for the train? Yes, I am the conductor. Yep, love my contract. It says I am the conductor. Toot toot. So I work from my kitchen, but it's lovely and I do love it. But a salon would stop clients taking the mickey. Yeah, choo choo. What about my clients when they travel the distance? This move no matter where I went of the places I'm looking at would only be between 2 to 4 miles away. So less than 5K. So this time it's not a big deal. In 2011, I moved 45 minutes away from where my salon had been. And I still have some people who travel the distance from there, but most I referred to other local techs because 45 minutes each way can be pretty tough if you already have a super busy schedule, and I totally get that. But a lot of my every now and again clients, my pedicure clients, those kind of people, they still come to me even though I'm 45 minutes away. So, you know, I have a really weird kind of, I talked about this on the 7Ps the other day. I have a really weird kind of draw because I moved that 45 minutes away. And then about 20 minutes away, there's a couple of military bases, and some of the people who work on those military bases, or their families do, they live 20 minutes further from the military base. So when they come to me, it's like 40, 45 minutes. But yeah, near Fort Lewis. But when they come to me, it's only 20 minutes to their work. But when they come to me, it's like 40 or 45 minutes, and the traffic around there really sucks. And then some people come 45 minutes the other way. So that's just after being in the business for 20 years, that's kind of par for the course. You start getting people who are really spread out. But the location area where I live is actually pretty good. So it'll be nice because on nice days, I'll even be able to walk to the salon. It's a nice walk if this first choice gets me in. So anywho, so it is 2:29. Okay, no idea how this train choo-choo scope thing will work. Okay, so for those of you who are here with me, it's a super easy start because I'm the start of the train. So if you share with anybody, if you talk to anybody, if you invite followers when I start up, then everybody will have a better idea of what's going on. But basically what happens is it's called a Pass the Scope train. And so I'm going to open it up here in about a half an hour, and I'm the first scoper, and then I will give everybody the address for the next scoper. And so after I'm done broadcasting, which it'll only be like a max of 5 minutes, it's 2 to 5 minutes per scoper. So, and it's all about nails. So when I'm done, I'll give you the screen name for Are You the One After Me? Then you will go to that person, watch their scope, and then they'll give you, and so follow and do all those kind of things if you like what you see so that you have more people to follow. Yeah, you did make it easy. There is a theme that they're talking about. To be honest with you, I'm not doing the theme because I'm the kick it off conductor. So, but there is a theme. I can't remember what it is right now. Maybe it says in my email. Maybe our next scoper knows. Let's look and see if it's in my got a client at 6. Boo. Well, the good news is though, is because it's on Periscope, you'll be able to, if the next scoper comments, you can click their comment and it brings up their page. Cool. So, that's cool. That definitely makes it easier. So, yeah, I think the theme was just, for this time, was just like generic nails. You think you're going to start periscoping on Monday? Yay! Good job, Barry. Yeah, I just did that thinking ahead, laugh out loud. That's funny. So my thinking is that, you know, we're going to start this Periscope thing, and then even if you can't catch it live, I think the theme is just an introduction. Yeah, that's what I thought. An introduction and kind of what's our nail thing. So the cool thing is even if you're watching it on replay, you can watch start with me and watch on the replay, and each person will tell you the next person to go. So you can still watch it on replay if you have to, or hopefully it'll be somebody you follow anyway when you come back on, if you have to miss the beginning, and then you can go back and watch. But it's really fun. I'm really excited to get to see some of these other scopers scope, since y'all look at my mug every day. And I'm gonna do that when my boys are at rugby tomorrow, right? See, so yeah, so that's kind of the thing. Okay, I got to line up the rest of my afternoon for after the scope train. So I need a tad wee bit of a break here between now and the scope train. So I'm going to beat feet on this sunny Friday. And I will see you in about 27 minutes. You're going to stay up late? Of course you are. So I'll be back in about 27 minutes to kick off the choo-choo past the scope train. All right. Bye, guys. See you on Monday. Hopefully we're in a new salon space. Be so exciting. You missed your sleeping now, so you're on the headphones. That's awesome, Barry. I'm so glad you decided to do that. All right, guys. I'll see you in 27 minutes, but it won't be like normal. Have a good weekend. See you Monday. I'll polish my nails with caption conversion. So we'll see. All right. Bye, guys.